This bed was not made to be taken apart.
I'm not even kidding you. There's gotta be like 100 screws in this bed. Ow! The next step is the saw. It's this or the saw.
I always wanted to do that.
With butter. Dinner is served. So I'm up here getting work done at the cottage. I'm up here doing my day job, and I still have no running water, which always just makes things super interesting. Hopefully this is gonna be the last winter that I ever don't have running water all winter, because that in itself has presented a whole host of challenges that I don't even want to get into discussing. I gotta use this ice to my advantage. Remember this bed? I'm gonna burn that bed tonight. In case you're wondering, didn't you just get all that wood delivered? Apparently, everyone and their brother is up here burning wood, so there's like a shortage, and the wood that I got is not what they call seasoned, meaning it hasn't properly dried out. So I have all this wood that is basically useless to me now, and I actually need firewood. Notice the lovely new window and door. The cottage looks so different from out here with the new windows and doors. It's looking very sleek and sexy. I haven't really showed you guys the shed that I inherited. It's full of all kinds of treasures. It actually kind of reminds me of my grandfather. He always had like lots of tools and had projects on the go. I'm gonna try to chop these lengths of wood because otherwise I'm gonna run out of firewood and freeze to death. All right, how does this work? This. I'll also mention that my grandfather was missing half of 2 of his fingers from an unfortunate shop accident, so I'm gonna try not to recreate that here tonight. Oh, got it. That wasn't as hard as I thought, and I made it out with all my fingers. They say a death by fire is the purest death. After spending the night last night wrestling this bed with my drill, I'm gonna try to get a good chunk of work done on bedroom number 3 tomorrow. I'm still waiting on carpet for the other 2, so I'm at an absolute standstill, but bedroom number 3 has hardwood in it, so I'm gonna see just how far I can get tomorrow with trying to pull that room together. Look what I just found living like...
Oh boy, that's a creepy crawler.
Cottage life. Okay, let me ask you this, since I've got you on the phone and now you're on the show. What do you think about this angled mirror over the bed?
I want it there. Leave it for me. People have fun.
All right. So there's a fuse panel over the bed in this room, and I have an idea of what I want to do to cover it, but there's this weird kind of awning thing that was put over top of it. So I'm gonna try to rip that thing off. I see. That's not exactly what I was hoping to find under there. I'm gonna keep going. Okay. Most of the time I find problems like this thing here present an opportunity for a creative solution that I usually like better than if it wasn't there in the first place. Perfect. Remember way back in episode 1 when I was getting my water out of a hole in the lake like some crazy pioneer lady? Well, I've since discovered that the fine people of Gooderham have a water fill station right here in town, so now I can bring my empty water bottles and fill them up at this here station, and then return to my cottage and continue to live without running water like a crazy pioneer lady. I'm going to show you a little trick I learned back in university when I was living off a steady diet of ramen noodles and waitressing. And if you wonder why I'm eating like I'm back in university, it's because I don't have running water and I don't have time to cook and clean. Like there's only so many hours in a day. All you have to do is you take the noodles out when it's cooked and add an egg. There's like 4 things in this fridge. Let's see if I can do this with one hand. When you grew up in London, Ontario with very little cultural food available, the concept of an egg drop soup is very novel. Et voila! Oh, hello there. Do you remember just a few short days ago when the cottage used to look like this? Well, now I'd like to show you this. This is a new old chair I found on Facebook Marketplace. I love the patina on these armrests. Do you recognize the Bluetooth speaker? Because it was so warm today, I even had a chance to clean the stove. This mirror over here I actually stole from the bathroom, and these gold gallery frames are from CB2 and they've got linen and ivory prints inside. The vibe in here is on a whole other level. It's just so warm and cozy. I just want to curl up. But I can't, I have to keep going because the other side of the cottage looks like this. Go. So guess what I'm gonna be working on tomorrow? Currently putting together this dining table I found on Kijiji. I think it's gonna complement the existing pine pieces in the cottage nicely to keep that warm wood feel throughout. Yay, new table. I just went into Gooderham to get gas, and as I was talking to this lovely gentleman at the gas station, I mentioned that I was about to go fill some water because I don't have running water at my cottage. And the attendant says to me, "What are you, just living out in the woods like a hillbilly?" Yes, sir. Yes, I am. And you know what the first thing he said to me is, "What have you been doing to flush your toilet?" And once again, I said, "Sir, that is not something I would like to discuss with you." Good day. It's the first time I've seen civilization in 5 days. I hope I still remember how to behave.
Go for it.
Yeah. Since it's my last night up here and I'm going back tomorrow, I figured I'd treat myself to a sandwich for my last night here. This is a big treat after what I've been eating for the last few days. Big treat. Thank you. Never has a sub tasted so delicious. It may not look like it, but I was up all night organizing and packing up the kitchen. I'm about to go do a number of dump runs and drop off a bunch of stuff at a donation center. But this is what I'm working with now. Emptying all of this was a bit of a task. All right, time for the next load. I should also mention that the Gooderham dump is a wonderful place. It's more than just a dump, it's a recycling center. This is a big push of work, but getting the kitchen ready for the install at the end of the month is huge. The air is lighter in here. I'm already liking what's happening. I want guests to walk in here and feel like, this is nice. I'm on holiday, I can relax. And about that kitchen, this kitchen is going to be next level. Just you wait and see what is happening in here. If you fancy yourself a home cook, you are gonna wanna be cooking up here. Stick around, I'll catch you in the next one.